Today, class, please all stand and bow your heads for a Bible verse. Let us be thankful for another day to learn together. Anyone volunteer to give a Bible verse?
Ma'am,
Okay, Caprice. Let us begin with a Bible verse.
Romans 8:18. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Meaning, this verse reminds us to stay hopeful during challenges. Whatever struggles we face today are temporary, and the blessings and success waiting for us in the future are far greater. It's a message of patience, faith, and perseverance, perfect to inspire students at the start of a class.
Good morning, class.
Good
How
morning,
are you
ma'am.
today?
We're fine, thank you.
I am Regine Gallego, your ICT Integration and Entrepreneurship teacher. Okay, so before we proceed, let's check your attendance first. Please answer present when your name is called. Caprice,
Present, ma'am.
Ashley,
Present, ma'am.
Crystal,
Present, ma'am.
Marco,
Present, ma'am.
Iniego.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, so before we officially start, let's quickly review our classroom rules. First, raise your hand before answering. Second, listen when someone is speaking. Number third, use your device only when instructed. So remember, we'll be using our gadgets for learning today. So please use them responsibly. And now let us begin with a short warm-up activity. So the instruction is, I will show you logos of popular online platforms on the screen. So when you recognize one, raise your hand and tell me what businesses or ICT tool it represents. So here are the logos. And now, let me ask you a question. So what do these platforms have in common?
Ma'am,
Okay, Ashley?
Shopee is for online
Yes,
shop.
that's a good idea. Another idea?
Ma'am,
Yes, Caprice?
Canva is used for design.
Very good. So last one.
Ma'am,
Yes, Sophia?
Facebook Marketplace is for selling.
Very good, Sophia. So very good all of your answers because all of these platforms are examples of ICT tools. So they use technology and internet to help people create, promote, and sell products or services. So the Canva here, it helps entrepreneurs design posters and advertisements. So and also social media content to attract customers. And the second one is the Facebook Marketplace. So it allows sellers to post and sell products online easily. The last one is the Shopee. So Shopee is an e-commerce platform where businesses can reach a wide market and manage online sales. So in short, they all show how ICT or information and communication technology supports entrepreneurship by making marketing, communication, and transaction faster and easier. Those examples show how ICT is integrated in modern businesses. So today, our topic is ICT integration in entrepreneurship. So I'm going to show you a short YouTube clip titled How Technology Helps Small Businesses Grow, or these are the two different businesses.
different businesses that approached me. Both had franchises open. I had almost an identical conversation with both, and I'll tell you one of them, which is a teeth whitening business. I'm going to break down is how I help them walk through this decision of should we go more franchises or should we go more privately owned? And it really comes down to four main variables. Number one is the cost versus the return of every dollar you invest in opening more locations. The second is the actual effort that it takes to open a location, which comes down to is it centralized or decentralized in terms of where the work is being done. Centralized, and it means that there's more operational drag at the franchisor level. If it's decentralized, there's more work for the franchisee. The third thing was actually looking at this at scale. If you have a number you solve for, which almost every entrepreneur that I know who is in a local chain wants to solve for some big exit. Usually it's 50 or 100 million. And if you want to own it forever, totally fine. You still think about building it as an asset, even if you're never going to sell it, which is transparently, like, we don't want to sell anything anymore. We want to hold and grow, buy and build, baby. That's what we do. But we also understand that some entrepreneurs do want to sell, and reversing your net worth goal into what you actually have to open at a location level between franchise and local privately owned, ones that you own all of them, is a good math number to know because it makes the decision much, much easier. And then finally is a little bit of a personal thing, which is which type of entrepreneur are you? Are you more of a promotional entrepreneur, so you love the sales, the marketing, and selling the franchises, or are you more of a product-driven, operational, leadership-driven entrepreneur who's like cool with a longer time horizon, just loves investing in people and building kind of a big thing? So we'll break down all four of these. Here are the business metrics that are important. Top line per location is about $500,000 a year. Bottom line per location is $250,000 a year. The cost to open was $50. So I spend $50, I make $500 top line, I keep $250 a year later. Really good numbers. If you have a business that gets like less than 100% return on capital, meaning it usually makes more sense to franchise right off the bat because the return on capital is too slow and not big enough. If you look at a McDonald's, for example, it costs $1.2 million to open a McDonald's. They make $150,000 a year on average afterwards. So you're looking at like a 15% rate of return, right? Versus spend 50, make 250, you're talking a 5x, right? Very different. And this happens all the time. I've seen this with moving businesses that have crazy returns on capital. I've seen with gym business. It doesn't really matter with the businesses, but you have to switch from your business hat to your investor hat and start looking at your business investment, because once you start generating real money, you have to think, where is the best place I can put my money? And if opening another location 5x is your money every year, you go from 1 million to 5 million, 5 to 25, 25 to 125, that becomes a very attractive machine if you expand the time horizon. We have this business. These individuals had decided to do the franchise. So this is what their franchise economics looked like. They would get 7.5% of top line. It's a royalty on top line, and it's usually some sort of marketing fund that everyone chips into so they can get national branding. Some franchises do flat fees, some do royalties. Doesn't really matter. There's a certain percentage of revenue that you're going to collect. Now, these guys were charging 7.5%. And so on 250, it was like $35,000 per year that they're making from the franchise. Okay? Stay with me. Now, if the franchise runs at the same margins that the individual locations at 50%, so $20,000 of what they're going to make in net earnings at the franchisor level per location that they open. Here's the kicker. And this moves us on to our second kind of variable here. You've moved past the first checkpoint and you're like, okay, our economics are pretty good. Like, we're over 100%, we're in that line. But now it's like, well, how hard is it? If you have $20,000 in net earnings per franchise you open, and you've got $250,000 per location that you open on your own, the franchises get usually 2 times the multiple that a brick and mortar local chain will get. So they might get like 15 times earnings in terms of the enterprise value, what an investor might buy for it, because franchises usually have a certain amount of open and usually more have yet to be open. And so an investor is willing to pay 15 times today because they already really know they're paying, if nothing else changes, a 5x multiple because they know the other 200 are going to open. Guaranteed, it's legal, it has to happen. Versus getting 8x on the individual locations. 8x on 250 would be $2 million versus 15x on 20, which would be $300,000, which means that for every location you open at the franchise level, you add $300,000 to the franchise valuation. For every location you open on the privately held side, you would add $2 million. So that then informs how hard is it to open these locations? What is the constraint? If we have a super decentralized model, meaning the franchisees do most of the work, then it might mean that we could open 10 times more franchises for the same effort as opening one. At that point, it might make more sense to open more franchise locations. If it's super centralized, centralized and you're doing most of the work, then sometimes it makes a lot more sense to actually just keep opening locations on your own, provided the return on capital is there. You don't need to spend $1 million to open a facility to make 200 grand, right? And the numbers pencil out where you just look dollars and cents. If I want to have $100 million exit, which you can have an exit or not, but you can still always build as a driven entrepreneur, but all the math says that you should own it privately. Then if you phrase the thing that you don't like as a deficiency in the business, then it becomes very solvable. So for example, staffing each of these locations becomes hard. You've got all these kind of low skill, low wage employees, which can be difficult to manage, lots of churn, etc. So ran a staffing for a franchise that's gone from 50 to 250 multiple times. That's what I would do. When we invest, it's exactly what the move would be. We can take somebody who's super promotion driven and then bring in one or two people to support them in the things that they don't like that are way better than them at it. And then you get the outcome where the math and the personalities work together to build the ultimate enterprise value. And on the flip side, if you're a super like ops, product, etc. type entrepreneur, but all the metrics say that you should franchise this thing, then we bring a really hypey, sales-driven person into the business to go hunt for you to bring more franchises in so that you can scale faster, because that's the way that your model is set up. Either way, these are variables that you can play with, and those are the 4 points that I look at as checklist of how I'm going to scale a local business that comes to us. We made a checklist so that you can actually look through these 4 things for yourself, actually go through it and fill it out and look at both those things, because you'll actually look at it as an investor and it'll make you a better business owner.
What did you notice about how those entrepreneurs use technology in their businesses?
Mom,
Yes, Marco.
they use Facebook and Shopee to sell their products online.
Another?
Mom,
Yes, Inigo.
they use technology to communicate with customers and deliver products. ICT makes their work faster and easier.
Yes, you're right. ICT or information and communication technology helps entrepreneurs promote products, communicate with customers, and manage their businesses operation efficiently. And now I'm going to explain what is ICT in entrepreneurship. So ICT refers to digital tools such as computers, the internet, and mobile apps that help business owners communicate, promote, and innovate. So example, using Facebook to advertise a product or using Google Sheets to track expenses. Number two, importance of ICT in business. So ICT enables entrepreneurs to advertise and sell online and also communicate with customers easily. And the common ICT tools for entrepreneurs, first is the Canva. So the Canva is for creating digital posters and ads. Also Facebook or Instagram pages for online marketing, and also Google Forms or Sheets for order and records, and also Messenger or Zoom for client communication. The last one is the Gmail. It's for professional correspondence. Who among you has tried selling or helping your parents sell something online?
Mom,
Yes, Crystal.
we use Facebook Marketplace. My mother sells clothes through Shopee. I help post our products on Canva and Messenger.
That's a great example of using ICT in entrepreneurship. You are already becoming a digital entrepreneur. And the ethical use of ICT in business. Remember, being an entrepreneur online, it requires honesty, avoid fake advertisement, respect your customers' privacy, and give accurate information. So ethical use of ICT build trust and good reputation. And now it's time to apply what you've learned. The instruction is number one, open your laptop or smartphone and launch a Canva or Microsoft Words. I'm going to show you here the link of the Canva and the Microsoft Words. So number two, create a short digital poster promoting a product or service of your choice. Number three, include the following elements. A. Product name or service title. It is bold, size 14. So letter B, one tagline or slogan. Letter C, a short description or benefit. Letter D, one image from the internet or from your gallery. And letter E, your name or brand name. And number 4, when finished, save it as my digital ad or my business poster. Remember, be creative and make sure your design is neat and easy to read. You can use colors and styles, but make it professional, and you have only 10 minutes.
Timer starts now.
And now let's see some of your work who wants to present their digital ad. I need 3 or 4 volunteers to share their screen or show their output. So what product or service did you choose? How did ICT help you in promoting it?
We choose Blush On as our product. ICT helped us promote it by allowing us to design a digital advertisement using Canva. We were able to add pictures, text, and colors to make our ad attractive. We can also post it on Facebook or Instagram to reach more customers online without spending too much money. ICT makes it easier to share our product with many people quickly.
Great layout. I like how you use color and font. You could improve by making your text more visible. And before we end, please open the link in Google Forms. There is a 5-item digital quiz to check your understanding of ICT integration and business. So I'm going to show the link here in the screen. And for your assignment, research 5 successful Filipino entrepreneurs who use ICT in their businesses. Describe how each one applies ICT to promote or manage their brand. Post your findings in Google Classroom. And that's all. Thank you for your cooperation during our class. Goodbye, class, and see you all next meeting.